Hey everyone, and welcome back. Last time, we saw the first spark between Micky and Eang, a connection that felt both instant and deeply real. But love stories are never that simple, are they? Today, in episode 2, The Hint, we're diving into the fragile space that comes after the first blush of romance, the part where uncertainty, suspicion, and hidden truths begin to creep in. Their love, though tender, is about to be tested. The episode opens with a quiet tension you could cut with a knife. The doubts from their past haven't just vanished. Even as they try to build something new, there's this unspoken gap between them, a space filled with fears they can't quite put into words. Micky feels at first a subtle shift, a sense that Eang is pulling away, becoming more distant. It's not something she can point to, just a feeling in her gut that something's off. Meanwhile, Eang is trapped in her own head, wrestling with her own worries. She's replaying every moment, every conversation. Does Micky truly trust her? Did she misunderstand something Micky said or did? That bond that once felt so clear and comforting now feels shaky, and Eang doesn't know how to get back to solid ground. They're standing side by side, but emotionally, they feel miles apart. And just when things couldn't get more complicated, Cherbel enters the picture. Cherbel isn't just some new friend. She's a catalyst for conflict. She doesn't have to do much to stir the pot. With a seemingly innocent question here or a well-placed observation there, she expertly fans the flames of suspicion in both Micky and Eang's hearts. She makes them question everything. Maybe Micky is hiding something important. Maybe Eang isn't being completely honest. Her interference is subtle, almost invisible, but incredibly potent. She's not some mustache-twirling villain. She's just close enough to both of them to make her influence feel dangerously real. Parallel to all this emotional turmoil, there's a growing sense of mystery that's almost ominous. It centers around Grandma's room. This isn't just any old room in the house. It's a place that's clearly off-limits, shrouded in secrets. Its very existence screams that there's more to Micky's family and Micky's story than meets the eye. Eang finds herself drawn to this mystery, her curiosity piqued, but she's also terrified. What if the secrets hidden behind that door change everything she thought she knew about Micky? What if uncovering the truth breaks them? That locked room becomes a powerful metaphor for a locked heart, a place holding something precious, but possibly dangerous. This is where the episode's title, The Hint, really comes to life. There are no grand confessions or dramatic showdowns. Instead, the story unfolds in the smallest of moments. It's in the way Micky's fingers might brush against Eang's for a split second before pulling back. It's in the way she hesitates before speaking, as if she's weighing a heavy secret on her tongue. And Eang, on her part, is watching Micky like a hawk, trying to decipher every tiny expression, every glance, every pause. She's searching for clues, trying to read Micky's thoughts and feelings. But sometimes, her fear and insecurity cause her to misinterpret everything. These tiny hints are the very building blocks of their intimacy, showing just how deeply they're attuned to one another. But at the same time, they're also the seeds of misunderstanding, growing in the fertile ground of their anxiety. There's a moment that is so emotionally charged it feels like you can't breathe. Eang is alone, confronting her deepest fear, her fear of being vulnerable. She asks herself, if I open my heart completely to Micky, will I just get hurt again? And the terrifying part is, she doesn't have an answer. The risk feels enormous. Micky is just as scared, but her fear manifests as silence. It's not that she doesn't care, far from it. She's terrified that if she admits too much, if she reveals the parts of herself she keeps locked away, including whatever secrets are tied to Grandma's room, it will drive Eang away for good. She's caught between her desire to be fully known and her fear of rejection. Because of this, their conversations in this episode are often a dance around the truth. So much is left unsaid, but the weight of their silences speaks volumes. There's this one poignant scene where they're physically so close, you can feel the magnetic pull between them, but emotionally, they're a universe apart. Micky reaches for Eang, her hand hovering in the air for a moment, before she pulls back. Eang leans in, wanting to close the distance, but refrains from crossing that invisible boundary. It's a heartbreaking dance of longing and restraint, a perfect visual of their love battling their fear. All the while, Cherbel continues to be the agent of miscommunication. She plants subtle doubts with casual remarks. Oh, I notice Micky seemed a little distracted today, she might say, or you and Eang seem different lately. Her comments are just vague enough to be deniable, but sharp enough to hit their mark. She sows confusion in both their minds, making them second-guess their own perceptions. In a way, she's not the source of the problem, but a mirror, reflecting the insecurities that Micky and Eang already hold deep within themselves. Because of her, Eang starts to wonder if Micky's feelings are as straightforward as she once believed, and Micky starts to worry that Eang will never be able to understand the more complicated, hidden parts of her life. And the mystery of Grandma Ploy's room just gets deeper and more tangled. There are hints of past trauma, of unspoken regrets, and maybe even a family legacy that Micky feels a heavy obligation to protect. Eang's curiosity is genuine. She wants to understand Micky, all of her, but every step she takes toward that locked door feels incredibly risky. She's walking a tightrope. Will uncovering these secrets finally bring them closer, bridging the gap between them? Or will the truth be the thing that tears them apart for good? So, by the end of the episode, don't expect a neat resolution. Nothing is tied up with a bow. The hint of the title remains just that, a whisper of something more to come, but nothing is fully formed yet. In one of the final scenes, Micky and Eang share a moment of closeness, a brief respite from the tension. But even in that tender moment, you can feel the uncertainty lingering in the air. They don't have any of the answers they so desperately need, but they can both feel the crushing weight of everything that remains unsaid between them. Despite all the tension and the heartache, this episode is filled with moments of breathtaking beauty and tenderness. Their love isn't a grand, sweeping declaration shouted from the rooftops. It's quiet. It's felt in the stolen glances across a room, in the almost kisses that hang in the air, in the shared silences that are more intimate than any words could be. There's a raw vulnerability to every single one of their interactions that makes their connection feel incredibly fragile, but also unbelievably precious. You're rooting for them so hard because you can see how much they mean to each other, even when they can't find the words to say it. The episode closes on this bittersweet, unresolved note. Micky, Eang, and even Cherbel are all standing on the edge of a revelation. They all sense that things are shifting, that the ground is unsteady beneath their feet, but no one knows what's coming next. The mystery of Grandma's room looms larger than ever. The tension between trust and suspicion is crackling in the air, and their hearts, especially Micky's and Eang's, are just full of questions. The Hint isn't just an episode about secrets. It's about the space between people. It explores that emotional distance that can exist even in the closest relationships, and it highlights the immense challenge of trying to bridge that gap. It hints at deeper truths, both in Micky's complicated past and in Eang's vulnerable heart, and it shows us how love, even when it's genuine and powerful, must constantly contend with fear, trust, and the terrifying unknown. What do you think is in Grandma's room? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you're as invested in Micky and Eang's story as I am, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.